I am giving you today the full and honest truth how to actually become a full-time content creator this year. I have been a content creator now for over 5 years. I didn't take it full-time until a few years ago. I've made a lot of mistakes and I've learned a lot of things. I now have over 200,000 people following me across social media platforms, Instagram and TikTok, YouTube. I've now worked with tons and tons of incredible brands. It took me a while to get here, and it doesn't have to take you as long as it took me. And I'm gonna share what it really takes to become a full-time content creator and what I would do if I was starting over this year for you to be able to do that too. The coolest thing is that being a content creator means so many amazing things now, and I literally think it's the best job in the world. I literally just spent today sitting on the beach with my family, and now I'm filming this video. I did some emails and some works, did some coordinating with some brand partnerships that I have going on, some DMs with my followers. I was working on some posts, and I was doing this in my bikini, out in the sun, on my own time. It's literally been amazing. Once I finally figured out how to actually make this my job was basically because I started making more money than my full-time job. Like, I never intended to take being a content creator full-time. Like, I totally thought it was like a side business thing, and that's because I wasn't monetizing it. Like, it wasn't really business. Like, I just thought it was like a for fun thing. Basically, I had a friend, like 2 different creator friends, tell me like, Kelly, what are you doing? You're not like monetizing, like you're not working with brands, like what are you doing? I was like, oh, is that like something I should do? I knew there would be something that I would do with being a creator. I just like didn't know what that looked like when I started, because like a dinosaur ago. Dinosaur age ago, basically. Back in the dinosaur age of content creators is like when I started. When I started monetizing, it quickly became like, oh wow, I'm making more money than my full-time job. Wow, this is amazing. And like, I didn't even have like 100,000 followers or anything crazy like that. I had a small following. So that was like the big game changer. I was like working remotely and had a full-time job working remotely. And that was kind of like the first step. Like, being able to have a little bit more flexibility in my schedule like gave me that time to be able to build this business. So I'm not telling you quit your job and like start it. I definitely think having a full-time job while I started this was definitely really critical, because it gave me the like creativity and the flexibility to like make sure I was going in the right direction. So that's like my biggest piece of advice. I'm never here to tell you quit your job. Let's get this business started. And that dives into the first thing to do is to start treating it like a business. What does treating it like a business look like? It means that you actually have a business plan. You actually know how you're going to make money as a creator. You might not have it all in place yet, but that is the first step. Not a business, and you're not really doing it full-time unless like you're making money. But the good news is like you don't even need to have like a lot of followers or any followers if you like want to be a full-time creator. So that was the biggest misconception that I had, was that like I needed to have a certain amount of followers before I could make money, any money, even a lot of money as a creator. And the truth is, you don't need any at all. I explain everything in this video over here about UGC, because that's the route I would go. Basically, is if you want to be a full-time creator from the get-go, I would start doing UGC content. That's what I started doing to work with brands. Like, that was a lot of my initial partnerships, was actually content creation for brands. So I explain in depth how to do that here. But basically, this first step is treating it like a business. What you want your primary method of making money as a creator is going to be, and to have a business plan on how you're going to make money. So there's a few options how you can monetize. This is what you need to decide. Do you want to do UGC and content creation for brands? Do you want to be focusing on sponsored posts, or do you want to focus on affiliate? The other way is to create your own product or products and sell those. So I would figure out which way is going to be best for you, and that's, you need to figure out what you identify as a creator. I'd watch this video I made over here, which kind of goes into the depth, the different creator identities. Okay, influencer, content creator, UGC creator, and that kind of helps figure out like what your monetization plan is. That's my first tip on becoming a full-time content creator, is getting this business plan for your creator business mapped out and decide that primary monetization. I suggest starting with UGC. The reason for that is because it allows you to figure out like the types of brands you want to work it with, but it doesn't lock you into your own personal brand, because becoming a full-time content creator, you're going to be building your own personal brand as well. But starting to work with brands as a UGC creator is going to allow you to not already niche down on your own personal brand. Because I know that's like the biggest struggle. Biggest struggle for me is like deciding like what are your niches. And being a UGC creator, you don't have to have a niche. It's just about your portfolio. You don't need any following. So it's like a really good entryway. Start making money now as a content creator. The thing with being a full-time content creator is you need to create content. Like, if you're not even enjoying creating content when someone's literally paying you to do it, like how are you going doing it when no one's paying you? Like, which is a big part of building your own brand. So that's why I really suggest starting out with UGC content. And then it also feels really good. You're like, oh my God, someone's literally paying me to take this video of this product that I already want to use, and they're gonna pay me for it. It's pretty cool. And they literally pay you like hundreds of dollars to do that. It's pretty cool. So that's why I say this is the most important first step. Your next step is, now that we've figured out your monetization plan, and if you're going the UGC creator route, which I really suggest, the next step is to now start focusing on your socials. I wish I had done this, and because I just did Instagram when I started, because it was in the dinosaur age when I started. And I wish I had started an evergreen channel as well from the very beginning. So when I say your next step is now to focus on your socials, I want you to pick one evergreen platform and one short form platform. So you're either going to pick Instagram or TikTok, and then you're either going to pick blog or YouTube. You can also do a podcast, but I do feel like with a podcast, you need to funnel more people in, whereas with a blog or YouTube, there's more ability to reach people through SEO, so it's just easier to be discovered. I personally like YouTube because it's even easier to be discovered, and you're gonna build a better relationship with someone when they're watching a video of you. But it's not a big deal if you just want to write. Like, just pick the one that you want to do. Basically, you either want to edit videos or you want to write. So I would pick either a blog or YouTube is my suggestion. And then you're going to pick Instagram or TikTok. Have different cultures. So you just kind of have to go with what you're going to feel best doing. Instagram is a little bit more curated. It's kind of like caught up to TikTok now, but TikTok has its like own culture. It's a little bit more like fast paced. You kind of actually need to post more on TikTok, and you kind of be ingrained in culture more based on trends. Whereas Instagram, you gotta be more niche down. So TikTok is a great place to test. You're not sure what you wanna do, try out a bunch of different things. Instagram algorithm works a lot more on like what you post about, and so you kind of need to be niche down a little bit more. Pick whichever one you're more comfortable. Whichever one you spend more time on, that's the one you should be posting on. So I would pick these two and start from the very beginning, an evergreen and a short form platform. What you're going to do with this strategy is whatever short form you pick, that let's say you pick Instagram, you're going to repost your Instagram videos onto TikTok and also onto YouTube Shorts. Even if you have a blog, you're gonna post them on YouTube Shorts too. This is why I like YouTube, because then it's easier to start growing your YouTube channel if you're like also posting long form videos too. Your simple strategy that you're going to do is you're going to test out different content types on whatever TikTok or Instagram you're gonna test out, and whichever one you like doing the best and whichever one kind of gets the most views, start doing more of that. So once you start figuring out, okay, that's the type of content I'm going to be posting, then you're going to do longer form versions on your YouTube or your blog. So basically like a more in-depth video and something that's like really searchable. Like, what would someone search? You could do this in reverse. You know what? I have a lot to say and I have a lot I want to do. You could do the evergreen platform first and then make little snippet versions that you'll post on Instagram or TikTok. But I find it's easier to test and figure out like what you're gonna be posting about by doing the short form first. So that's why I suggest doing short form first. It'll just allow you to create faster and figure out what you should be posting about. If you need help figuring out how to niche down, I have a free masterclass about figuring out your niche and how to do that. Teach you exactly my strategy for like how to grow first 10,000 followers really quickly and how to start monetizing. I'll put the link below. I have everything how to figure out your niche in that free training that you can sign up for. That's what I suggest you do next, is really hammering out your socials. Keep it simple. Don't do too much. The only thing you want to do across all these platforms, so you're going to be reposting the same videos on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube Shorts. Make sure you have the same handle across all of them. Make sure you have the same profile picture, and make sure the profile picture is a clear headshot. Okay, not where you're tiny in the background. Like, make it your face. Okay, you're becoming a creator. It is about your personal brand. You need a good headshot. It doesn't have to be fancy. Literally, take it with your iPhone. Just like make sure it's your face, okay? And make sure it's kind of related to what you might be posting. Just pick a color you like. Like, literally, make it plain, make it simple, make it your face. Okay, and make sure it's across the same across all the platforms. So next, you're going to create a stand store. You can use my link below to get a discount on creating your stand store, but we're going to start your email list and setting you up for creating your own product as a creator. I literally started my email list and started getting thousands of subscribers on my email list before I even knew what I was going to email out. I'm really glad I did. So just take my word of advice, and it's super, super simple, okay? All you're going to do to start your email list is you're just going to create a free PDF. You're gonna go to Canva, get a template, and create a free PDF that someone could download that's like a little tutorial about whatever you post about. Literally, don't overthink it. You can go download one of my freebies. Go to kellyyhill.com/freebies. See some examples of freebies that I do, okay? So, and you can sign up and download them. Any of the freebies, I have a few different freebies, and you can see the emails that I send to give you an idea of what to do. But anyways, you can set this all up in StanStore. I have my link for your discount below. I love StanStore. They just made it so easy. I use StanStore and Flowdesk. I also have a discount for Flowdesk. I love sending emails through Flowdesk. I also have a discount there. I'll leave that in the description for you to get as well if you want to do Flowdesk. A little bit more work than StanStore. That's why I suggest StanStore. But if you're feeling up for it and you can really like customize and design the emails really pretty, if you're just like, if that's your vibe, which is my vibe, which is why I love using Flowdesk for emails and StanStore for selling products, which I'll get to next. And you can use my discount code for that. Step 4. Now we're gonna start focusing on growing your socials based on your monetization goal. So if it was like affiliate marketing, where you're posting links to products that you get a commission on, or if you really want to be working with brands, or if you want to be selling your own product, you want to focus most of your content around like what's going to get you more of that. So is it going to get more people that are buying your product? Is it going to be people who are like purchasing products that you recommend? Or is it going to be working with brands? That's what you want to focus on, is focusing on content that's going to grow that monetization method. Then after you do the monetization method, then you can focus on really growing your reach a lot more. I think a lot of people, and I did this, I'm guilty, I did the reverse of trying to grow followers before growing the monetization method. And I was still starting at 0 with the monetization method, even though I had a large following. So I just think it's a lot easier to like actually get your business running as a business, because it's making money as a creator, than just to have a bunch of followers and you're not making any money yet. Okay, so that's my big word of advice. Like literally people have hundreds of thousands of followers and they're not making any money. And there are people with literally under 2,000 followers making literally more than 6 figures a year. Your follower size does not dictate how much money you make as a creator. What do you want your life to look like? Do you want to run on your own schedule? Like how much do you want to make? And that's what's so cool about being a creator, is like you can literally determine how much you want to make, and then you can make it. It's literally uncapped. If you just want to say like, you know what? I make $40,000 in my job right now. Like I just want to make $60,000 so that I can live more comfortably. You can do that. If you're like, you know what? I want to be making $250,000 a year. You can literally do that. That's why I'm like, start the monetization method now. And then focus on building your brand. It's really, really going to help you, and you're going to just learn so much more. Literally, I wish I had done this. This is why I say this is what I wish I had done if I was starting over from 0. So that's pretty much it. That's what I would focus on. Let me know what questions you have. You can put them below. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel for more updates, tips on everything social media and being a content creator and working from anywhere in the world. Thank you again for watching. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so I can keep making tutorial videos for you. I love social media. I love content creation. I love being able to work from anywhere, and I share a lot of that and a little bit of my life on this channel. So I can't wait to see you next time. I will see you later and sending you some sunshine.